Priča koju ću vam sada ispričati jedna je od onih koja je u neku ruku promijenila moj život i mnogo utjecala na to kako danas gledam na čitav svijet. Desila se prije neke 4 godine kada su moja žena, moj prijatelj i ja u sred korone krenuli na putovanje u jednu od najnesigurnijih zemalja svijeta. Sad, da budem iskren, ovo putovanje uopšte nije bilo u planu i u Pakistan nismo otišli iz razloga što smo željeli da ga posjetimo, već više što je ovo novembra 2020. bilo praktično jedino mjesto na svijetu gdje ste mogli putovati izvan Europe. Apsolutno svi ljudi koje znam, a prije svega moji roditelji, odgovarali su me od putovanja ovdje, što u neku ruku i nije čudno s obzirom na vijesti koje dolaze iz ovog kraja svijeta.
12 people have been killed.
There's been a double bomb attack on a government compound in the city of Quetta in southwestern Pakistan.
Where at least 54 people have been killed and over 50 others injured in a suicide bomb attack.
Ali, ajde da vam dam onu pravu sliku Pakistana koju mediji pokušavaju da sakriju od ostatka svijeta i da vam pokažem zašto je ovo jedna od onih zemalja koje apsolutno morate posjetiti jednoga dana. Ono što bih isto tako volio je da vam ovaj video pomogne da dočarate svo bogatstvo Pakistana kroz razne njegove aspekte, pa ćemo iz tog razloga ovu priču podijeliti u sljedeće kategorije. Sigurnost, ljudi, stvari za vidjeti, hrana te generalni utisak. Da bih vam dao malo bolji kontekst o sigurnosti ovdje, hoću da se prvo malo vratim u svoje djetinjstvo jer mislim da će to pomoći da bolje razumijete nastavak ove priče. Vidite jednu stvar. Kao mali ja sam uvijek maštao o odlasku iz svoje zemlje. Nervirale su me mnoge stvari vezane za nju. Obično ono što su drugi ljudi pričali, a ja kao jedan prosječan klinac slušao i vjerovao. Vjerovao sam tada da se kod nas loše živi, da je teško, da su problemi na sve strane, da jednostavno nema budućnosti. I da sam tada radio ovaj video, vjerovatno bih vam ispričao da jedino što želim je da odem iz ove male zemlje na brdovitom Balkanu iz koje je svako malo neko išao na put sa kartom u jednom pravcu. Ali onda sam počeo da putujem. Sa svakom novom destinacijom na koju bih išao, shvatao sam koliko uživam u poznavanju drugih kultura i naroda. U učenju stranih jezika te samoj prilici da budem dio jednog novog svijeta. A što više sam putovao, počinio sam da uviđam da svaka zemlja u koju odem, koliko god se ona činila daleka, konzervativna ili ponekad nesigurna, obično ima drugu stranu medalje koju mediji ponekad ne žele da pokažu. Uviđao sam sve više da niko nas nije baš tako loše kao što se priča, te da nismo najgori. Volontirajući u sirotištu u Africi ili putujući po određenim dijelovima Azije i Južne Amerike, učio sam sve više o svijetu oko sebe, te iznova rušio predrasude. Kako ne volim tu riječ. Koliko smo samo stvari u životu radili ili propustili da uradimo uslijed predrasuda koje su nam drugi usadili. Koliko samo puta smo osudili drugu kulturu, boju kože, naciju ili religiju. Koliko su samo moji najbliži bili protiv putovanja u taj Pakistan baš zbog ovih predrasuda. Govorili su mi da je ovdje opasno, da će nas neko kidnapovati, da su ljudi teroristi, da uopšte ne shvataju zašto uopšte idemo ovdje kada se realno nema ništa vidjeti. A ispostavit će se da se nigdje nismo osjećali tako sigurno i prihvaćeni kao što smo ovdje. Tako da moj neki odgovor na pitanje da li je Pakistan nesigurna zemlja, vjerovatno bi bio da ako pod opasnošću mislite na gomilu djece koja će vam razdragano prilaziti svaki put kada vas vide, da, Pakistan je veoma opasan. I ako pod opasnim smatrate i svakog prolaznika koji će vas zaustaviti na ulici, tražiti vam da se slikate, vas ponekad staviti na svoj TikTok, da ovdje ima mnogo toga i mnogo je opasno.
Okay, you can see the peace and the environment which we have. Like I would say that there is environment of peace. There is peaceful environment. There is nothing to be scared. The people of Pakistan are very respectful, very hospitable, and very peaceful. They only like peace. They like to enjoy their life. And this totally reverse of the image which has been built for the foreign about our country.
Do you know what is the reason, or what do you think is the reason about this image of the country? Why do people fear to come here?
Yeah, I'm a student, like I don't have much knowledge about it, but I don't know, the image has been built for the outsider, and I think that's a negative image. I don't know how this image has been built, but unfortunately this is built, and I'm sure that the people like you, like the tourists, we can make a positive image in the mind of the others by visiting here Pakistan, by showing the people, by showing the areas, and by showing all these things to the people that everything is positive, nothing is negative, everywhere is peace, everywhere is enjoyment, there is nothing to be scared, and just come Pakistan and promote us. Anyone can come here freely and enjoy. They can go everywhere, they can meet with anyone, and people will enjoy it. People will be happy when you come to them, you just shake hand with them, you just tell him, hello, how are you, I am from Bosnia or something. They will only enjoy. They will never say anything negative to you. They will just enjoy, they will always welcome you. There is nothing to be scared to come to Pakistan.
But why is everyone so nice? Like, everyone was very nice to us.
Yeah.
Like, do you have it in your homes that your like family and parents teach you that to
Yes.
be nice to other people?
This is what our cultures teach us. Like, this is our culture in our homes, usually in our society. We usually respect of the elders. We do good treatment with the childrens. And the thing which have been taught by our parents is to respect others, to meet with others in a good manner and never hurt someone. This is what our children, and the main thing which play a main role in this is usually our religion also, Islam, which tell us that treat your elders with a very kind way and treat your children as well. Never hurt someone and always be happy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming here, and at last I will again pay thanks of you all guys, and I really appreciate your tips. Thank you so much, and I hope you will come again and again here. You will enjoy here. Thank you.
So much.
Nakon 120 posjećenih zemalja u trenutku snimanja ovog videa, ne sjećam se da sam igdje kao ovdje naišao na toliko malih znakova pažnje, niti da sam osjetio takvu ljubaznost. Često kada me neko pita koja je najbolja stvar koju naša zemlja može da ponudi, ja gotovo uvijek kažem da je to naša gostoljubivost, ali meni se čini da je to ovdje na nekom potpuno višem nivou. Počeo od našeg dolaska u Islamabad, kada nam je potpuno nepoznat stranac kupio 3 karte za ulaz u muzej, ljudi koji su nam stalno prilazili pitali kako nam mogu pomoći, naših drugara Alija, koji je bio tu za nas šta god nam je trebalo, vlasnika jednog restorana koji nas je sebe počastio večerom, pa sve do Gul koja se sama ponudila da nas ugosti u svatu, a potom u 4 ujutru po velikoj zimi došla po nas na autobusku stanicu bez da smo se ikada upoznali. Svaka osoba koju bismo sreli na ulici i mahnuli joj, uzvratila bi nam uz širok osmijeh ili nam prišla da se upoznamo, te nam prosto poželi dobrodošlicu u njihovu zemlju. Očekivali smo svaki dan da će njihova ljubaznost jednostavno prestati, da ćemo imati barem neko loše iskustvo, jer jednostavno nerealno bi bilo da su ljudi konstantno ovako srdačni i topli. Ali, nakon 12 dana boravka ovdje, shvatio sam da narod ove zemlje ima nešto što mnogi nemaju. To je veliko srce. Kroz godine putovanja uvidio sam i da zemlje poput Pakistana, koje nisu iskvarene masovnim turizmom i gomilom novca koji se u njemu vrti, često imaju one najbolje ljudske osobine. Ljudi koje smo sretali na ulici nisu nam prilazili sa namjerom da nam nešto prodaju ili pokušaju izvući nešto novca, već prosto sa željom da čuju naše iskustvo o boravku u njihovoj zemlji. A jedna od najboljih osoba koje sam upoznao ovdje, bez dileme, moja prijateljica Gul, je, vidjet ćete, više nego posebna žena.
What do you like most about the country Pakistan? What is the best thing for you here?
So the best thing is the people. They are lovely. Like, I never met such people whenever I travel like abroad. Very hospitable. Whatever they have, they will give you. And also they are very, very peaceful. That's I love about Pakistan.
And what do you think that, what is the reason that people are like this here? Do you, as a kid, do you learn these things like how to treat the foreigners nicely, how to behave to others? How come that everyone is as nice as this?
So it's since our childhood, our parents told us that it's in our religion as well. Treat guests very politely, very nicely, and guests are very precious to Pakistanis and to Muslims. That's why it's not about foreigners, it's about also national. If they are travelers, we will treat them really good.
Okay. And do you think that's changing, like with, I mean, tourists coming, or do you think that will change if Pakistan becomes like a big tourist destination? People will be more money oriented, or you think people are in their soul like that?
Because technology is also boosting nowadays. If you compare the villages and mountain areas as compared to big cities, it's still changed. And because they are getting opportunities, and this area is really beautiful. They have natural mountains, deserts, sea, everything we have. So eventually it's gonna be a business hub. If the visas policy will be polite and easy for the foreigners to come easily, might be then yes, it will be a business opportunity like Nepal.
Do you think that people here are aware how people in Europe actually live? Do you think they have the knowledge to perceive that other countries have like better like life standard? And do you think that they actually want to move from here, or they're happy with the situation as it is?
So everybody from Pakistan, they wants to move abroad because they think, they have this perception, if they move abroad, they will earn more, but they have no idea how life is tough over there. You need to be punctual on meetings, on schools, you know, and also you need to work really hard to earn and just to maintain that lifestyle, because everything is so expensive. Life, you know, renting your apartment, food, transportation, if you compare with Pakistan, that's very, very expensive. And then there is another problem here. If some boy went from Pakistani family to abroad, he has to send money back home as well, because he is the only source of income for the rest of family. So he needs to send like 300, 400 pounds per month. And he is also surviving very barely over there. So it's gonna be really tough, but people don't know that. So that's, I think, the difference they need to figure out.
And what do you think is the biggest problem about the country here? What needs to change in order for country to improve?
So the biggest challenge at the moment is our passport. Our passport is very, very weak. Like, I cannot even go to India. I cannot even go to Afghanistan, not Iran, not China. If I want to go on my bike, they don't allow me. Like, I am just ping-ponging in my own country. And if I try to go to Europe or America, I need to fulfill a lot of requirements. And that's need hell money, just to show them that we are financially stable and we can have that much money that we can survive for a whole year. Even if we are going for just one week or 2 weeks, we need to show that much amount. That's the biggest reason, you know, you cannot leave this area. And also in Europe, it's very easy. You just take your bike or car and go anywhere. You know, you don't need carnet de passage. But if you go from Pakistan to any other country, you need another permit for your bike and for your vehicle. And if you go to Iran, they charge 300% the cost of your bike. And if you go to India, they don't allow us on our vehicle. It's like so difficult living here. There are more problems as well. It's just one of which I highlighted now, but yeah.
As far as I know, you can travel to 0 countries without a visa.
I don't even know there is any country like that. No.
So you cannot go anywhere without a visa?
No. And most of the people went abroad during the crisis time. When there was war, Talibanization in Pakistan, at that time, a lot of refugees went from here. That's how they get asylum and they moved. Because another problem is that we only have very limited visa categories. We have visit visa, we have study visa, we don't have any immigration visa, we don't have holiday working visa, which you guys have. Like, you can go to any country just to work and come back and enjoy. We don't have that, any type of that opportunity.
Okay. And do you see your family ever being raised here? Like, could you imagine to have a kid in Pakistan and to raise or you definitely prefer to stay in the UK?
So for initial years, like till they're teenager, I really want them to be here because the family norms and traditions, I want their roots to be strong. But later on, I also want them to rule the world. You know, I want them to get the exposure and compete internationally and have a hub of opportunities. That's why I want them to be born abroad, not here, so that they can travel very easily, like anybody, you know.
Cool. And if you were president of this country, what would you change?
Oh, I will open the visas. I will open like a lot of opportunities, and I will do agreements with multiple countries to give us facility like visa free or just collaboration for tourism, something like that, so that people can easily go, even they have less money, like anybody in Europe can go anywhere. Something like that should be there, you know.
Okay. And was it easy for you as a biker and like as a woman that's not like typical to the standards of this country to be accepted here?
No.
How do people like look at you when you say like I'm a biker, I want to travel? Does it feel like normal to the people, or they're like always judging you?
So it's not that okay. Even in the start when I started, people were not accepting me at all because this is not really common. You barely see any girl riding motorbike in Pakistan. I know like tips girls, like 20 or 25 girls in whole Pakistan who are regular travelers, that's it. And whenever I go, people try to harass me, they used to stare me, but now I'm used to it. But the bad thing which I experienced was my best friends, my family members, they all left me because of this traveling exposure which I was doing on my motorbike in Pakistan.
Okay, and last thing, what would you recommend people in Bosnia or in Serbia to visit here, and what do you think is the best thing they can experience here, not just in the way of things to see, but like in the whole cultural experience?
So I think they should come here because the culture, the traditions are so different. You might get mountains, rivers over there, but the historical sites and the people, how they treat you, how their traditions are, you know, their marriages, we have a lot of functions like festivals. Full year it's booked, so you can experience that in different valleys. And we have a lot of tribes, they all have different dresses, they all speak different language, they all have different food. It's like you are exploring multiple countries within one country. That's why you should come and visit. You know, you can't explain this beauty with your words. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Vidjeli ste kako stoji situacija po pitanju sigurnosti ovdje, kakvi su ljudi, ali ono što vas sigurno zanima je šta se ovdje uopšte može vidjeti. S obzirom da veoma mali broj ljudi zna da smo prije 5 godina snimali video iz Pakistana, ajde da vas malo vratim na tu priču i da vam pokažem kako je to putovanje izgledalo, te da podijelim sa vama neke lokacije koje smo vidjeli. Ali ono što moram spomenuti je da je meni samo gledanje ovih kadrova pomalo smiješno, te se nemojte mnogo smijeti.
Evo me trenutno u Islamabadu, glavnom gradu Pakistana, koji ovako bar na prvu izgleda potpuno drugačije od onoga kako ljudi percipiraju i doživljavaju ovu zemlju. Mirno je, spokojno, ljudi su veseli i nasmijani, te zaista jedva čeka da pobliže upoznam ovu zemlju i sve njene čari. Ali ako me pitate koje je meni lično najbolje mjesto u ovom gradu, moj glas ide za damen ko vidikovac. Ne samo da pruža najbolji pogled na čitav grad, ovdje možete upoznati veliki broj lokalaca, družiti sa njima te doživjeti pravi duh i energiju ovoga mjesta. Ali jedan mali savjet, čuvajte svoje stvari dok ste ovdje, postoje neki mali lopovi koji bi vam mogli uzeti. Ćao ljudi, ja sam Robert Zacešin, a u videu koji upravo sada gledate provešću vas ulicama grada Lahorea i pokazati vam zašto je meni lično u jedan od najboljih gradova i najnevjerovatnijih koje sam ikada vidio. Naprosto sam oduševljen arhitekturom i istorijom ovog grada. Na trenutak imate divlje pijace, markete i bazare, a onda ovaj smiraj. Ne znam za vas, ali mi se čini da Lahore baš ima za svakoga po nešto. Ali ostala je još jedna stvar da vam ispričam prije nego što završimo ovo putovanje kroz ovaj nevjerovatan grad. Kako su cijene ovdje, da li je skupo ili nije, te šta se sve može kupiti u Pakistanu za 10 eura. One ticket, yes. How much? 100. Jedna karta, 100. Here you go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Svježi sok od šećerne trske, 100 rupija ili 50 centi. A jako dobrog je okusa. How much? 250. 250. Okay. Thank you very much, man. Suvenir za Milana i ekipu iz Anonymous Crew iz Banja Luke, euro 25. Jedna sladoled 100 rupija. Baš jeftino, a jako gusno. Male cipelice 2 marke ili 200 pakistanskih rupija. Ono što puno ljudi možda kod nas ne zna, kada kupujete himalajsku sol, ako je kupujete, da je većina himalajske soli u Banja Luci, Bosni i Hercegovini, porijeklom baš iz Pakistana. Ovdje imamo sapune i lampe od himalajske soli za samo 25 centi, odnosno 50 rupija. A ove lampe koje vidimo ovdje bukvalno isparavaju himalajsku sol tokom noći, tokom dana. Jedna od ovih lampi otprilike košta 2,5 do 3 evra, te su jako, jako jeftine. A mi ćemo sada kupiti 3 slova za nas troje, Robi, Ena i Milan kao R.E.M. Ok, can I get 3 of this?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. How much? 150? 150, 150 rupija, 75 centi. Thank you so much. Evo kupujemo magnete. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. Haljina nalik na ovu zajednu, 500, odnosno 2,5 evra. 500?
Yes.
Thank you very much. 4 kežice za animacija, 200 rupija ili 1 euro. Okay. Ali kao možda najbolji pokazatelj koliko je Pakistan zaista jeftin govori to da je ova vožnja od neki pola sata Uberom izašla svega 350 pakistanskih rupija, odnosno euro 75. Tako odlično naše posljednje pare u Pakistanu su pokazali šta se može kupiti za 10 eura. A nismo tražili nikakve jeftine restorane, jeftina mjesta, sve što smo obilazili bilo je zaista pravo stanje situacije u ovoj zemlji. 12 dana, sjajni ljudi, sjajne priče, nevjerovatne klope, predobrih avantura i sve staje nekako ovdje. Mana Mila mi kaže da će ovaj pogled biti još bolji noć, pa šta znam.
Ovo izgleda već mnogo bolje.
Ono što me zanima je koliko sam se promijenio u ovih 5 godina i kako vam se čini moja videa sa samog početka. Hrana je još jedna od stvari koja čini Pakistan baš onako posebnim, ali sada prepuštam mog drugara Alija da vam ispriča nešto više o njoj.
I know you expected Robi to tell you about the food, but he's too busy eating, so I will do that job for him. So basically we are sitting in a restaurant that is, built with a Pakhtuni theme. So the Pakhtun culture is actually they sit on the ground and they eat very meaty kind of foods. The vegetables are hard to find in their foods. So the Anna might have a problem. Okay, so they have visited Gawal Mandi, which is very famous for our street food. They might have encountered Phajja ke pie. The pies are actually the feet sour cow, and they are cooked with a lot of condiments in them, and they are really very tasty. And then we have a typical Punjabi dish that is called karahi. Karahi basically the chicken, and it is cooked with a lot of masalas, and it has a lot of gravies, and we eat it with a roti or with the naan. And then there are sweets. For sweets there are plenty of options, but I like the rasgullas. They will be here in a moment. Okay, so there is a rasgulla, there is barfi, there is gulab jamun, there is jalebi. Maybe we can try that afterwards. You must try jalebis. Jalebis are very, very typical Pakistani dish.
Do you eat like vegetables ever?
No, the vegetables are pretty rare in our food. The vegetables, we don't eat that a lot. Especially thus, Punjabis and Pakhtun, the Pashto people. The Pashto people are, up in the ladder when it comes to eating meat. The main part of their diet is, lamb, beef, mutton. This is all they eat. This is all that they eat.
But why do you make the food so spicy for us?
If you come to Pakistan, you should experience what we eat. We want to irritate these guys. So that's why we put a lot of spice in it, So they get, they look all cute when they are red. So that's why I put a lot of spice in it. So that when they eat, they all become red. It becomes a treat for our eyes.
But if you don't eat spicy food, like do you think like there is no like spices in the food? Like can you eat food that's not spicy?
No, I probably cannot eat the food with spice. The spice are, the essence of our food here. Without spice, it is nothing. I have tried the food without spices, but it wasn't really tasty for me. And I have also tried some, Western dishes. But they don't put a lot of spice in it. What you guys eat in spice, as I told you before, we eat in dessert. So this is the case.
And about the fruits and vegetables, what can you find in Pakistan?
You can find pretty much every fruit and vegetable from here. The Pakistan is known for agriculture. Our soil is very fertile. So you would find pretty much everything. You would find, sugarcane. You would find tomatoes. You would find onions. You would find carrots. You can find cabbage. You would find, when it comes to fruits, the area you are going to Swat, it is very famous for its apples, its peaches, and it is also famous for their dry fruits. The western part of the Pakistan is famous for their dry fruits, and there is a thing called chilghoza. Chilghoza, I don't know what you guys call it in English, but chilghoza is like a small seed type dry fruit. It is really very tasty and it is quite expensive. Pretty much you would find everything. You want strawberry, you would find it. You want mangoes, you would find it. The Punjab is actually very famous for mangoes. The mangoes, and the area where I belonged is called Sargodha. And the Sargodha has world's, not just Pakistan, world's most famous and it is often regarded as world's top citrus field. A lot of our citrus, oranges, lemons, it is exported to the Western countries. So it is pretty famous for that.
And if you could live from only one food all your life, what would you eat?
If I could live, I would probably live on a mutton kadahi. Yeah, but I won't be live long enough, because it is all fatty, and the chances of coronary heart disease gets pretty much increased if I keep eating those meaty and fatty food. Let me tell you, the dumba kadai I told you about. They don't add water or any oil in it. They cook that food in the fat of the animal. Instead of adding oil or any other synthetic, they just put natural stuff in it and they allow it to cook on coal. The usual mutton kadai gets cooked in half an hour, but that kadai takes almost 2 hours. And when they open the lid, just the smells makes it worth it. It is that tasty. And when we go and order that mutton kadai, we especially order the fat, the animal fat, to be in that, because it gets very tasty. The moment you put it in your mouth, it starts melting, and it is a very, very delicious experience. If you had a day or one here, I would have taken you guys to that place. It is called Truck Adda, and they make they are very famous for their dumba kadais.
And if you would meet the most prettiest girl in the world,
okay,
but she's a vegetarian, can you be with her?
No, I can't make it work with her if she's vegetarian. That's a big no.
So she's the smartest, the prettiest girl, but if she doesn't eat meat.
Yeah, if she's the smartest, then we can think about it. But if she's just pretty and she's vegetarian, no, that won't make it work for me.
Smartest, you can maybe convince her to eat.
Yeah, if she's smarter, we can. If someone is vegetarian, they had to take the protein, and the main source of proteins are animal. So if she's smart, maybe I can convince her that you have to eat the meat in order to survive. For my wedding, they are all invited and they have to come. They had to visit Skardu, but they didn't. But when they will come for my wedding, before the wedding, we might actually take a trip to Skardu. So the Pakistan, is a really beautiful country. The people are beautiful, the people are kind, the people are generous. They show a lot of hospitality towards the foreigner. So I invite all of you guys to come here in Pakistan and experience, our amazing food, our spicy food, and experience the nature up in the north. So we will love to have you guys around, and maybe like this guy, we might even make friends with you.
I kada s ove distance razmišljamo o svemu što se desilo u Pakistanu, svim stvarima na koje su me upozoravali prije dolaska ovdje i svemu onome što sam ovdje kasnije pronašao, osjećam veliku ljubav za ovu zemlju i ovaj narod. Za ove ljude koji su tako čistog srca i čiji će vam osmijesi učiniti posjet ovoj zemlji jednim zaista predivnim iskustvom koje ćete pamtiti čitav život. Zaista se nadam da vam je ovaj video prikazao neku novu dimenziju ove zemlje i jedan novi Pakistan koji prije možda niste poznavali. Pakistan koji je siguran, divan i potpuno poseban i koji će vas dočekati širom raširenih ruku. Volio bih i da se ovoga sjetite svaki put kada vam neko ispriča bilo kakvu predrasudu vezanu za neku kulturu ili narod. O možda nekom drugom Pakistanu koji je isto tako navodno opasan i nesiguran, a koji će vrlo vjerovatno kada ga posjetite biti neka nova vaša putnička ljubav. Širom svijeta postoji toliko ljudi iskrenog osmijeha i toplog srca, na vama je samo da otvorite svoje i upoznate ih.